Hi, YouTube! It's me, Zachary Michael. Also, hi, hello, how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and Monday. By the time that this gets posted to the YouTubies, I hope you also had a wonderful Monday. A wonderful start to your work week. So I was thinking about the content that got posted last week, like what we spent our time watching on the twitch.tv/thezacharymike last week, and a lot of it felt a little serious. A lot of it felt either very serious Dollar Tree drama, or it was doom and gloom. It was doom and gloom from the old Mima at Alabama Prepper. And so I was just thinking we need somebody comforting. We need to watch something that brings us joy, fun, seasons in the sun. And last week when I posted my schedule, I said, "Let me know what you want to watch this week on the channel." And there was a request. There was a request from the old Grampy Colin Mockery in the Twitch chat, but he also posted it on my community tab post. And he said, "Hey, just so you know, old Mama Mel has a whole entire video where she makes recipes from canned chicken." And I said, that seems so wholesome. So, look who it is! It's old Mama Mel. Also, though, somebody in the chat, I was looking at the crockpot video. She just put a crockpot video out like a day ago, and I was looking at that. Too. But I figured, let's start with the canned chicken. Because also, if we're being honest, when it comes to canned chicken, back in the day, I did a canned chicken recipe on my video. It was, if you don't know, Life by Jen, rest in peace, she did pass. But she, once upon a time, made a video where she made chicken nuggets out of canned chicken, and it was supposed to be like low carb and keto friendly. And I tried to make it. I actually think, I was thinking about this before I started the stream today. I was thinking, oh my god, that recipe might be better now that I have an air fryer, because I do have an air fryer these days, in case you're wondering. And nobody was wondering. Nobody cares nobody gives a shit if I have an air fryer. But I did make this recipe once upon a time, and you used canned chicken. Oh my god, I had purple hair then. Oh, look, little potatoes in the background. Oh my god, you could see RM so well. He is still back there on a shelf somewhere. RM and my Furbies. But anyways, the point was, I wanted to show you the final product of my canned chicken contraption. I think it was like, to make it, you literally just mix together canned chicken, mozzarella, and an egg, and you formed them into little chunks. Like, there's that. You can see the canned chicken. Judith. Oh,
and she always knows when it's cooking time, because she finds her way right to my feet
Sweet
to hope
angel.
to catch some scraps if they fall, which, like, they don't typically, but she...
Little sweet angel Judith. And then immediately just click over to this to this canned chicken and egg all together. Sweet moment followed by just like crazy. I can't be too sentimental for too long. I'll cry on stream. So let's look at this canned chicken and egg mixture. But then, yeah, you form them into like little chicken nuggets. You form them into these little chicken nuggets, and then I think I baked mine in the oven. And then that was the final product. Don't those look so good? I can't remember. I think I did eat them all. I do think I ate them all for real. But anyways, I was just thinking about it because I assumed that this was kind of like a spin-off of that one video that we watched of Mama Mel's where she made all the cottage cheese recipes. You know, I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh, maybe she'll do something really weird with the canned chicken. Like, I need to see it. Like, maybe she's making chicken nuggets out of canned chicken. Like, I need to see that, if that's the case. But there's only three quick. I combined the word three with the word quick. 3 quick and easy meals made with canned chicken. New, delicious recipes you must try. Bet. Let's see. So if you're also back to the comforting part though, Mama Mel she's just so comforting. She's so sweet. She's such a good sport. Every time that we've posted a video reacting to her, she's been in the comments and had such nice things to say, and she talks to the people in the comments. She's just such a sweet lady, and I feel so comforted when I watch her. And so I figured, what a great way to start our week before other hijinks and nonsense happens on the internet, whatever's to come. I mean, it's Monday. We need to start off good. So, if y'all are ready, could y'all put some 69s in the chat? Could you please? Could you please? I love a good Mama Mel video. She's the Lisa of the Cooking Mom channels. Which Lisa? Not Marsha saying no drama, boring. Girl, Marsha, if you got any leads on other Dollar Tree drama, I would love to send me the video. Send me the video. Although there was somebody that reached out by email to me, and they're like, here's who I think the different people are. Here's videos from other people that I think are involved, but none of the other people were posting drama. Although one of the people that the person sent me, she was in my comments. She was in the comments. I think, I can't remember who she was defending. If she was defending Pamela or Marina. But the drama is always being stirred over in the Dollar Tree corner of the internet. All right, let's see. Let's get to, because I got a video to edit and upload after this. And also, our friend has been taking banjo lessons, and she has a banjo recital tonight, and we're gonna go support her and go watch it. So I got lots of shit to do, okay? She's a busy, pretty rich girl. I don't know if you know that. All right. Let's get to. Wait, let me turn her captions on. I can't ever remember if she's loud or quiet. We'll adjust as needed.
Hey friends, are you wondering what you can make with canned chicken? It's something I always keep in my pantry.
Oh, what's that?
It's versatile, tasty, shelf-stable, and
versatile during Pride? Okay, work. Zach, respectfully, you always have the weirdest things you have to go do. Like, go to my friend's banjo recital.
Expensive. Today,
could you imagine if I was a vlogger and I vlogged things like that? Maybe I should start a fourth vlogging channel.
I'm sharing some brand new canned chicken recipes.
That's
from
Caesar
a quick
salad.
and easy lunch to a comforting and cheesy casserole, and something really unexpected in between.
Not something really unexpected in between. Not something really unexpected in between. That's what guys find when they get into. Never mind. Never mind.
Stay tuned. You won't want to miss a thing in tonight's video. One of the most common recipes people make with canned chicken is chicken salad.
Of course.
Today we're going to make a cheesy, fresh chicken salad and toast it up as an open-faced sandwich.
Fresh? A cheesy, fresh chicken salad? Based on these ingredients, what part of this is fresh? The what is that? Parsley? The cilantro? Is this one Roma tomato?
I'm going to get the cutting out of the way first. I'm going to slice up a little bit of this really crusty sourdough loaf I got out of the deli.
I love a crusty sourdough loaf. We had this little, the woman who owns it calls it a curated bodega nearby us that we like to go pick up a fresh loaf of bread every day. Not every day. We don't do it every day. We, in fact, do it like maybe once a month. But I do love a crusty sourdough.
Kroger. And I'm just going to dice up this cilantro and a little bit of tomato.
That's the fresh part.
I'm using 1 12.5-ounce can of chunk white chicken breast. Drain it well, and then let's chunk it up in the bowl.
Listen, I'm somebody who's eaten a lot of canned chicken in my lifetime. I'm not even going to lie. It does look sussy, but I do know that, like, a lot of people do depend on, like, canned meats like this to get by because it's cheap, it's easy, it's convenient. But yeah. Oh, and also, yeah, we're going to chunk it up. Is Sweet Bee... It's been a while since Sweet Bee's been here. It really has been a while since old Sweet Bee has been around. But if y'all don't know the lore, the ZacharyMichael.tv, twitch.tv/thezacharymike lore, is that there's a user named Sweet Bee that really loves chunks. So anytime we talk about the trunk... The trunk and the chunk. Oh my God, words are hard.
I'm going to add about 2/3 cup of mayonnaise. You can always add a little bit more if you need to. Going to crack in a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. And doing the same with a little garlic powder and a little bit of paprika.
Stunning.
Let's give this a good initial stirring to get everything combined. I'm going to put in just about half of that little Roma tomato and almost all that cilantro that I chopped up. I'm also going to put in about 3 ounces or half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese.
I do appreciate that she's not going crazy with the cheese. How do y'all feel about cilantro? Should we do a poll? I would like to know how y'all feel about it. Are you pro cilantro or anti cilantro? I'm going to start a poll. Cilantro. Yes. No. That's sufficient. You can it's just I'm just trying to gauge the audience about how you feel about cilantro. I am kind of fascinated by the cilantro in the cilantro and the tomato in the chicken salad, because the chicken salad that I grew up eating the most of, it usually just had chicken, sometimes a hard-boiled egg, sometimes not, some pickle relish, or maybe sometimes like actual pickles, but my mom knew I wasn't a big fan of like pickles, so she would use the relish, so it'd be little bits. Mayo, mustard, and call it a day, you know? Oh, okay, most people are saying yes. It's about a 70-30 split on terms of if we are pro or anti-cilantro. Tastes like soap, sadly. Ooh, the curry chicken salad from Whole Foods, never had.
Love my cream of wheat.
It's good, but some people use it for evil. I know that there is the alleged, like, soap gene or whatever. The gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. I've not experienced that, but I gotta be honest. I don't feel strongly about cilantro. I just know a lot of people do. I used to like cilantro when it tasted bitter and gave my food a kick, but then I took an edible and ate a taco, and the cilantro started to taste like citrus, and now I can't stand it. Oh my God, you gotta stay away from them gummies. I can raw dog cilantro, but I don't mind it in some food. Oh, you can't raw dog cilantro. Raw dogging cilantro sounds so sexual. I put grapes in my chicken salad. You put raisins? You try to put raisins in your chicken salad? I know a lot of people do put grapes in them. I know a lot of people do. I know a lot of people like a grape in a... And sometimes I think people also add like walnuts. Like I've heard of like a walnut grape chicken salad before.
Now, if you like things hot, you could definitely throw you a little bit of hot sauce in.
I love things hot.
That wouldn't hurt a thing in the world. I know with this cheddar cheese, a lot of people are thinking, oh, you could make it with some bacon and put a little ranch seasoning in there. And you definitely could. But honestly, I mean, I love chicken bacon ranch as much as the next person, but I get kind of tired of it sometimes. I want to try something new.
Absolutely. And also, I love how she's like, I know you're looking at this and you're thinking you could add bacon and ranch seasoning to it. What she should have said is, if that's what you're thinking you could do, then that's a different recipe, besties. That's not what I'm showing you. We're not here to make that recipe, okay? This is a new, fresh chicken salad recipe. The fresh meaning fresh Roma tomato.
I'm going to throw in just one more little dollop of mayonnaise. I feel like it could use just a smidgen more.
Do a dollop, do a dollop, do a dollop of mayonnaise.
I went pretty light-handed at first. Take that mixture and spread it right across that sourdough bread. And we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 6 to 8 minutes.
Come on, little Crustini. Come on, little Crustini.
I only made half of this recipe today for lunch, but I will have the full recipe linked for you below. It'll take you to my website.
I would eat this.
You can get it in a printable form if you like to print them off and keep them on hand, or you can pin it to your Pinterest.
Wait, y'all don't like a hot mayo salad for the summer? A nice, refreshing hot mayo salad. I will say a lot of the like mayo salads in the summer are usually not warm. A lot of them are typically not, but I like, if I go to Potbelly, my Potbelly order is a chicken salad sandwich, and I get it toasted, which means they're warming up my chicken salad. I've never really thought about it, but it is how I like to eat it. I'm not gonna lie. Also, people eat mayo on warm sandwiches all the time, if you think about it. You ain't never had mayo on a hamburger? You ain't never had mayo on a panini? On a tuna melt? Or yeah, mayo in an elote, which like Noel is in this elote phase. We went to a farmer's market and there was a stand there that had elote, and he's like, we gotta get it. I forgot to tell y'all about that part of my Saturday. That part of my Saturday, we went to, in the morning, we went to a farmer's market. We surely did. Oh, we surely did.
Board. And while you're there, make sure if you've not signed up to receive updates from me, make sure you sign up with your email to do that. I'm getting ready to send out my first newsletter here in the next little bit. And
y'all want to get a newsletter from Mama Mel? I don't know that I need one, but if you want a Mama Mel newsletter? Zach, to be real, one thing I'm not doing, eating mayo. Okay, work, diva. Mayo in your hot coffee. You know what's so close to mayo in your hot coffee? Y'all ever did bulletproof coffee? I tried. When I did keto back in the day, I tried. That shit was so gross. It was not good. I did not like it. Just putting straight up fucking butter in your coffee? No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thanks. Not for me. Not for me. Not at all. If you ever want elote without the mess, look for esquite on the menu. It's just elote off the cob. You eat it with a spoon. Bestie, that's what I'm talking about. And here they just call it elote. The stands, they call both of them elote, or at least, I don't know, maybe for dumb white people like me, they call it elote either way. But yeah, that's what I get. I'm not ever trying to eat it on the cob. I'm not ever trying to eat it on the cob at all. Sorry about it. Listen, I'm just telling you, bestie, what the stands here call it.
Hope you are having an awesome day.
You can I know in some places it specifically refers to on the cob. I'm literally telling you what the stands call it here, and I don't know if they just call it that for dumb white people like me that walk up and don't know any better, but that's what they call it. When I walk up to that stand and I say, "Hey, can I get a cup of elote?" when I walk up to them stands where they're selling it and I say, can I get a cup of elote? They know exactly what I mean. They know exactly what I mean. So I'm just telling you, that's all that matters, bestie. As long as they know what I mean, that's all that matters. It really does. It really is. Kanga, thanks so much for 2 months of subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it. It's pronounced esquite. Okay, thank you so much for the pronunciation guide. I don't think I'd ever seen that word before. Appreciate it.
You don't want to miss all the fun stuff that's going to be happening there.
Yeah.
I don't know that I had ever eaten chicken salad warmed up before I made this recipe. It was really, really good. And this chicken salad had a really different flavor than any that I've made before. No fruit, no celery, but it had the cilantro and the tomatoes in it. This was really great. I could see this on little mini crostinis as a perfect summertime finger food, appetizer, pool day snack.
You know what? You know what I appreciate about Mama Mel? She knows what she's doing with this cooking. She knows how to give you a review of the stuff she made. She knows how to highlight the things that she likes about the food that she made. I think she also ate it, but I guess, and maybe the bar is low because I just watched that old Amberlynn Reed video where she tried something she made for the first time, that pasta and the chicken sausage and the Brussels sprouts, and she's like, oh, it's so good. And I'm like, okay, what about it is good? Because I'm looking at a girl and it looks dry and gross. Like, I need to understand where that comes from outside of you just saying it's so good. Actually, it's so good. Like, maybe the bar is just in fucking hell, but I'm so proud of Mama Mel. She knows what she's doing over on this YouTube channel. She probably doesn't need me to tell her that. I'm sure she knows, but...
Canned chicken has saved supper at my house more than a few times.
Okay, superhero.
And you know where else I turn when I need help? America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh.
Well, I'm not getting paid to... Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Mel, for pausing right here. I'm not getting paid to be sponsored by HelloFresh, so we're gonna skip over the HelloFresh, because that doesn't seem like a canned chicken recipe right there. All right, that doesn't either. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Let's get to. All right. Well, if you want to go support her being sponsored by HelloFresh, there you go.
In the description box.
You can scan for an offer from her, but I'm not getting paid for this. This is her sponsorship.
Thank you, HelloFresh, for being a long-time supporter of the channel. Me and Maddie are loving the Caesar salads this summer. When I saw a Caesar salad pizza with a chicken crust, I knew we had to give it a try.
With a chicken crust? With a chicken crust? See, this is why I clicked on this video. I just knew there was going to be something goofy like this. I will say, Caesar salad is having its moment. Much like cottage cheese is having its moment. People are loving the Caesar salads. I've been seeing like Caesar salad pastas, Caesar salad sandwiches. I'm like, y'all really are just eating up this basic ass salad. Like, I love it. She's having her moment. Don't get HelloFresh, they're Union Busters. Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
This has to be better than cottage cheese, flatbreads.
I hope so. I mean, it's giving Life Plus Cindy Pizza. It's giving Life Plus Cindy Pizza, if I'm being honest with you. So I'm happy to investigate and learn more.
We're going to start by making our crust, and we're going to use a 12.5-ounce can of chunk white chicken breast to make.
Oh, not Cindy wouldn't eat this because of veggies, but you're so right. Even though she did, well, she forgot to put the pasta sauce on the pizza we saw her eat. Let's get the chunk white chicken breast into this crust.
This crust. You want to make sure that you drain it off really well.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and chunk mine up just a little bit before we mix the rest of our ingredients in. And if you have seen my recent cottage cheese video,
I did.
You know,
I did. That's why I clicked on this one.
Give me a cup of that shshshsh it to go please thank you. Why look at this how wonderful she's a girly cooker. Maybe no drama but life isn't about drama all the time. Sometimes we need to look at some good food without shshshshs it get into our brain and get distracted by.
Exactly, Marsha. We gotta get it into our brain and get distracted by this chicken. Marsha, thanks for the bits as always.
The record's not too good on making crust out of things other than bread. But hey, I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's give it a try.
Love it. Come on.
Now we're going to crack in 1 egg.
Oh, this is giving. It's giving the little chicken nuggets I made once upon a time on my channel.
A half a cup of Parmesan cheese. 1/4 a cup of breadcrumbs.
Yes,
I'm using
work.
panko. You don't really have to put these in at all. It just gives it a nice little extra crunch.
Yeah. I don't think the keto girlies would like the breadcrumbs. They'd probably leave it out.
Almost a teaspoon of garlic powder and about a half a teaspoon of paprika.
Work.
I think I'm going to crack in some black pepper. I always like a lot of pepper on my chicken. And I have this little container of chopped Italian herbs. I think I'll throw in a tablespoon of this too. Now let's just get all this mixed up together.
Okay.
And don't get hung up on the seasonings. If you don't like something that I'm putting in, you don't have to. I'm just showing you what I like. You put.
I listen. I love all of these girlies that we watch cook stuff. I know the people in their comments are probably just like outrageous. They're like, how could you eat that with Italian herbs and cheese in it? Not the Subway sandwich. How could you eat that with Italian herbs in it? I would never. And like, I understand that the general public doesn't have the like common sense to make the connection on their own that they don't have to put paprika into this if they don't want to. I just wish that the girlies making these videos could move past that. I wish they could. Because, like, Mama Mel clearly knows what she's doing. Like, she knows what the game is and what she's making here. But I just wish that we could move past that. But I just know that they have to say that because the people in the comments, even with her saying that, they're like, you should have put bacon in this recipe. This, you know what would have made this recipe better? Bacon.
In anything you want. Add to, take away, however you want to do it. Now here's the part where it'll probably all go downhill for me. We're gonna
No, don't say that. It is looking kind of dry though. I feel like it's not binded together enough.
Parchment lined baking sheet, and I just used a pizza pan.
Okay.
Help me keep a little more of a circular shape, and you form it into like a little pizza round.
Yeah, it needs something. It's giving very dry. Very dry, especially because she also added the breadcrumbs. Like, I'm sure that dried it out a lot too.
Really mash it together, because you want it to stick together and hold when it's baking. Everything that I
Y'all
read
think she probably needed another egg?
Anybody
Anybody else want to say she needed another egg in the chat? Anybody else?
Recipe says you want it thin, but they said the same thing about cottage cheese. We're gonna stick to maybe a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch thick. Now,
ooh,
we're gonna
what do you know about a 1/4 inch thick? That's not very big. A 1/4 inch thick is probably not going to do a whole lot, is it, besties?
In a 375 degree oven, I'm going to check it at 25 minutes. It could take up to 30 or 35.
Oh, come on, lettuce. Oh, this is... I was like, why is there lettuce? But that's the Caesar salad part of it.
I'm just going to go ahead and take that time to cut up my romaine lettuce. I'm just probably going to use one little heart on this. Chop it up really fine.
Okay.
Wash it super good and get it spun out in my salad spinner.
Ooh.
Okay, I let mine go about 35 minutes.
Oh, it looks so dry. Oh, Mama Mel, that looks so dry. She looks burnt to a crisp. Why did she show us the water? I don't know, Megan. That's maybe a good question. Maybe Mama Mel can share. Maybe just to show how well the salad spinner works, how it gets the water off of the veg.
Minutes. It's nice and brown, which is what everybody's look like. Gonna let it sit here and cool for a few minutes, and I'll go ahead and dress my salad. I'm just gonna use a couple tablespoons, looks like, of this Aldi.
Oh,
Caesar
come on,
salad
Aldi.
dressing.
Do y'all love the Aldi? I do. Hi, buddy. You want to come in and watch Mama Mel? You want to come watch Mama Mel? Or not? Or you just want to sit here? You want to watch Mama Mel? Come here. Come watch her. Say hi. I'm in my cone of shame because my nail broke and blood all over the place.
My crema, wheat.
Content
Aldi's
warning.
nuts.
Well, you're not gonna see anything, but Dr. Lynn, Medicine Woman, thanks so much for 11 months of subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it. I gave a much more in-depth explanation of why he's wearing the cone of shame on earlier in the stream, and then also in the video that's getting posted on my main YouTube channel tonight. So if you're watching this on the re-upload, you can go over to my main channel, and even if you don't want to watch the whole video about Amber Lynn, I talk about it right at the very beginning. So there you go. His nail got caught in a sidewalk crack and started bleeding, but thankfully we were also already on the way to the vet. So once we got to the vet, they cleaned it up for him. That's the long story short.
Me and Maddie really like that dressing. I have a new one in my grocery order I'm picking up in a little bit. I think it's by Ken's, and I love all of the Ken's steakhouse dressings. I just threw in a little bit of shredded Parmesan cheese.
Work.
And I'm just going to toss
really
this around a
tossing
little
that
bit.
salad.
Moment of truth, friends.
That salad toss. It's Pride Month. Get your salads tossed, y'all.
To try to move this over to a cutting board. Oh, look at that.
Let's go!
Oh, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you.
You did it. You did it, Mama
I'm going to
Mel.
let it cool off here. I think it'll cool down a little bit quicker. My crust is holding together. Mine might be a little crispy around the edges. I don't think mine's going to be as crispy as the...
Now, Poe. What is all that about? What is all that about? Did you just go outside or something? Okay. Come back. Come on. Poe, come on. Come back in here. Okay. Now he can come hang out with me. So you can work. Just don't leave again. Just don't leave again. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm making halal cart chicken bowls with salad tonight. Oh my god, Jen Chapin. Okay, fancy. I don't know if that's fancy or not. When we went to the restaurant that we go to after the restaurant that sponsors our softball team, we go there after our games, and I ordered the grilled cheese yesterday, and the guy asked me if I wanted to add bacon to it, and I was like, no, like, it's a fancy grilled cheese, right? Like, it has other stuff on it already. And he was like, yeah, it comes with like caramelized onions, tomato, 3 types of cheeses. I was like, great, yeah, that's fine. I don't need to add bacon to that. I didn't want to add bacon to it. And then my team harassed me for the rest of the day, being like, oh yeah, you and your fancy grilled cheese. I'm just like, I don't know, caramelized onions always like give a little bit of fancy to me, you know? Like, it's always a little fancy. It's always a little fancy.
Ones that I have seen being made, though. And that's okay. Let's put a little bit of seasoned dressing
that's the sauce.
And spread it out. Give us a little sauce here.
Okay.
Let's top it with our Caesar salad.
Yeah, I would try this.
So pretty.
I would try this. This looks kind of good.
Just give it a sprinkle more Parmesan over the top.
I'm so tickled with this chicken crust.
I should call him. I was kind of thinking it looked a little cummy, but
It was delicious. All those seasonings in there made it so great. I've been thinking of all kinds of different combinations of seasonings to make this with, and all different kinds of toppings. This was really good. This was a light lunch.
I would like
but
it.
Still, it
I would
left
like to
you
try
full with not a big thick crust. This was really good.
This is just a Caesar salad with crispy chicken, not really a pizza. All right, pizza police. All right, pizza police in the chat. You want to see her take a bite? I don't know if she will. She doesn't really show herself eating it on camera often.
Granny doesn't know what I made today.
Oh, wait, no, Granny's gonna... Well, so I also found out from the comments that Granny... I think they call her Granny because she's like Mama Mel's kid's granny. But this is Mama Mel's mom. This is Mama Mel over here. This is Mama Mel. But they call her Granny, I think, because she's obviously the grandma to Mel's children.
But I think that this turned out a whole lot better than the last little...
Which, like, that checks out. That they totally look alike. You can see it. You can see the resemblance.
Thing that I tried with Granny. So I thought it was only fitting that Granny was here for the redemption of her daughter.
Yes, come on, Granny.
Okay, I haven't tried it yet either.
Okay, let's try it.
We are getting a bite on camera, y'all. We are. After I just said, I don't think she usually takes bites. I'm a liar.
Let's try it together.
One day Zachary will cut his hair like them in their honor. The number of comments I got about me looking like Mima from Alabama Prepper, outrageous. I don't need to be looking like anybody else but myself. Whenever my mom refers to her mom as mom, she always puts in your grandma, as if I couldn't figure that out myself. I know, that's so funny to me.
Oh, that's a big old bite. I put a bunch of seasonings. A bunch of seasonings in it.
That's good.
Okay.
A big bite.
Granny approves.
And the chicken is in the crust.
Yes, the chicken is in the crust.
Can you tell?
That makes me think of whenever we do like fried tuna patties or something. But really thin.
Fried tuna patties?
Mm-hmm.
I love being a guinea pig.
Me. Me too.
Well, I like trying new things. I had to grab me a drink real quick. I was also thinking that, you just don't have to use this for Caesar salad.
True.
You could bake this up and then put some of that pizza sauce, that low sugar pizza sauce we had the other day. That was good. Yeah. You could put that on it.
Yes.
And then put your cheese. And
Would that be more of a pizza if she used the low sugar pizza sauce for y'all? Could you get behind that?
Toppings, stick it back in the oven. And if you're not a fan of Caesar salad, Granny said, does Caesar really have them little fish in it? And I reckon it does. I reckon Caesar dressing does.
I reckon it does. It's supposed to have anchovies in it. But I think there are like some Caesar dressings that come in bottle that are like bottled and manufactured that don't have anchovy in it. I think you can find it without it. Like maybe like a vegan Caesar dressing. But like... Also, that's like a part of Caesar dressing. That's like part of what makes it Caesar dressing. Which, like, honestly, I didn't even know that it had anchovies in it for a long time. And I realized, like, I can keep eating this because I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know that was part of it.
But you already got your chicken on the bottom. You could use ranch dressing, some cheddar cheese, and put some bacon on that, and some little tomatoes.
Now, did she not just say, though, that she's sick of the chicken bacon ranch phenomenon?
Sounds good.
That'd be good, too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I feel redeemed. I'm not another failure at TikTok recipe.
Let's fucking go, Mama Bell.
I knew you'd keep on.
I would.
Today we're starting with some canned chicken to make us a good old home-style tasting casserole.
Oh, canned chicken and a canned soup and a box of Annie shells and cheese. Let's go.
Love my cream of wheat.
The Primal Kitchen Caesar is vegan and is so good.
So good. Floor Pills, thanks so much for 3 months of subscribing at Tier 1. I appreciate that.
Hot cheddar macaroni chicken bake. Go ahead and get the oven preheating to 400 degrees.
All right, we're preheating.
While the oven's preheating, I'm going to make this 6-ounce box of white cheddar shells and cheese up just according to the directions on the box.
The first recipe and probably this recipe both feel like recipes that you could make with just regular chicken, but that pizza crust recipe, I really think you could only make with canned chicken, because canned chicken just has like a different texture that I don't know if you'd like shred it up like a rotisserie chicken if it would work in the same way, you know. But you could buy a Costco rotisserie chicken and use the meat for this. MBD, I'm guessing. That's why I like the Caesar salad chicken pizza thing, because that required the canned chicken.
This is the first time I've ever used this brand of white cheddar macaroni and cheese. I've heard really good things about this one and the brand called Horizon.
People actually take cooked chicken breast and put it in a food processor to make a meal sort of thing, like an almond meal, but meat. See, and this is why I didn't ever try to go too deep into the keto community back when I was eating the old keto, because I'm sure it tastes fine, but just like picturing blended up, kind of blended up, pulsed up, processed up chicken like that is just like a lot for me. It's a lot.
But if you just want to grab you a refrigerated
but live your life
carton
if you like
of that
that
Bob Evans white cheddar macaroni and cheese, if you can find that, it'd work fine too. While our macaroni is cooking up, we're going to put together the filling of our casserole.
It's been so long since I had boxed macaroni of any kind. Like, I'm tempted to just go get a box and go to town one night. Like, save it for a special night, maybe a night where Noel's not home, and just have a box of mac and cheese for my dinner. I stopped eating like that a long time ago. Like, that was like college Zach behavior. But I do kind of miss it, because that shit does slap for the right occasion.
I'm starting with a...
Actually, you know what, though? I did try the old, the Hot Cheetos mac and cheese back in the day, so I guess that hasn't been that long. That's been within the past couple of years. Because I think, did I do a taste test on... I think I did a taste test on Twitch, like maybe before I did the re-upload stuff. Because I think I got it from the Dollar Tree, because Lisa was hauling it. And I was like, ooh, I gotta go try that. Velveeta shells and cheese or Kraft mac and cheese? Both. Both. Honestly, both.
12.5-ounce size can of chunk white chicken breast.
Honestly, they both call for a different occasion. It's a different vibe. I don't even think it's fair to compare Velveeta shells and cheese to Kraft mac and cheese. Like, it's not the same. So that's why I'm like both. that's why I'm like both.
I'm just going to chunk up any of the really big pieces, and I did drain
Chunk it
this.
up, Mama
I'm
Mel.
going to use 1 can of cream of chicken soup
Yes.
with herbs. You can use plain cream of chicken,
look at that.
cream of chicken with mushroom, or
Wait,
just...
why are there white bits in it? Or is that the chicken? Why are there bits of it that aren't the same color?
cream of mushroom soup. Any of those would do here. I'm going to add in about 3/4 cup of frozen peas. I'm going to season this with my Auntie-No-No seasoning. This is salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. And I am cleaning out this container. That was probably a teaspoon. Since that's all I had left, I'm going to throw in just a little bit more garlic powder and a little bit more onion powder.
Okay.
If you're not using a seasoning blend, I would just throw in maybe a teaspoon each of onion and garlic powder and maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I have not put any pepper in here yet, so I'm going to put that in. Almost forgot it.
Another thing that sets Mama Mel apart from all the other girlies is she's going to make sure some shit is seasoned. She is gonna use seasoning even if she is adding in like the already made can of soup and things like that. She is gonna season shit.
Just give all this a nice little combining. Now we're going to add our macaroni right in to our chicken and soup mixture.
Okay.
No shells left behind.
Absolutely. You can't
about
waste
putting
that.
these macaroni shells in here, so I'm having to be really careful.
Yeah, girl, I think you need a bigger bowl. Have you ever done Kraft mac and cheese with sour cream instead of milk? No, but I'm willing to try. I think somebody did say earlier that one of the benefits of a Velveeta shells and cheese situation is that it doesn't require you to have milk or butter on hand, which I do agree with. I'm right there with you. I've been in that place before where I wanted a box of Kraft mac and cheese, but I didn't have butter or milk and I had to get creative. But that sounds good.
Just a smaller size bowl here for this, and I'm already committed to it. I am not changing bowls at this point.
I feel
it's the
you,
perfect
girl.
Size, really. And you could definitely throw mixed veggies in here.
Sure.
You could use some broccoli. That would be really good. My family would really rather not have any veggies in this, knowing them. The great thing about this is that the only active cooking time you really have is when your macaroni is cooking up. And
Are we not baking this or anything more? This is it?
you're doing all this other mixing while that's happening. After that, it's pretty much going to be set.
Oh, we are baking it.
I've got about a 2-quart baking dish. I'm going to spray it with just a little bit of avocado oil spray.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn my casserole right out into here. This is great with the macaroni and cheese. You don't really need to add any shredded cheese to this.
Okay.
You're going to have all the creaminess from the soup, the ease of using canned chicken, and of course, if you had a rotisserie chicken or if you'd cooked some chicken, you could definitely use that. You don't.
Is that a Frontier Woman dish? I believe her name is Pioneer Woman. But I do love the concept of calling her Frontier Woman moving forward.
Have to use canned chicken.
The Prairie
These are just
Lady.
Easy ways to use canned chicken. Now we're just going to cover this with aluminum foil, put it in that 400-degree oven for 25 minutes. Then we're going to pull it out, take the cover off, and put on about half a cup
okay, yes.
of bread.
I was wondering if breadcrumbs were going to come into this. I think she did show them at the beginning. I just forgot.
Crumbs. I'm using panko, but you can use whatever kind
The
you
old
like.
Ray
Then we'll
Drummond.
stick it back in the oven for about 5 more minutes to get it nice and brown.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I would
Friends,
fuck
I
with
just
this.
cannot describe to you how creamy
That looks so
this
good.
little casserole was. And that Annie's white cheddar mac and cheese, I'll definitely be buying that again.
Yes.
This felt like a big warm hug. It felt like a fall comfort meal, but it was so good. I can't wait to try it again with some different.
This is a big warm hug I want. Give me that big old warm hug, Mama Melon. By that I mean a plate of this. A plate of this, please.
Vegetables.
I'd leave the peas out and I'd try. That's the thing though. Randomly, I don't know why, but like my mom loved to throw peas into like a noodle casserole situation type of deal, and I didn't hate it. I liked it growing up. I don't know why, but it like I remember like they made a lot of people in my life made like tuna casseroles, and they always fucking had peas in them. I'm not mad about it. I grew up eating peas and shit. Actually, honestly, if we're being honest, growing up, like, the only vegetables my family consistently ate were corn and peas and green beans. And then potatoes, if you count that, but I don't really. I think it's really just like a starch. Like, my mom was never trying to have any other veggie at the table. So I love a pea. I'm not gonna lie. You grew up eating peas and shit. Is that what I said? Not the carrot cubes. I didn't like carrots growing up. Surprise! I know so many of you are surprised by that. The only time we had carrots was when my mom made beef stew, and she would always like dice them up so they were small, so I didn't have to taste them as much, or they weren't like a nuisance to me.
added in. I love the crunchy topping. I did have to turn mine over to broil for just a few minutes because I really wanted it a little bit more brown. You could always mix a little butter in there too. Okay. And I served it with leftover pinto beans and a cornbread salad.
Come on, cornbread salad? I'm kind of intrigued by that. I don't know. I'm also hungry. It's about to be dinner time. I am a little hungry.
Not seen last week's video, the top 6 salads of 2024, you need to go back there and grab this recipe and some more.
Wow. Although, where that's a lot of starch, Mama Mel, on the... I guess you got chicken in the casserole you just made, but I'm like, where's the protein? Amber Lynn would be so concerned. What is cornbread salad? I'm guessing it's whatever this is right here. Oh, here's the link to that. Top 6 refreshing summer salads of 2024. It's not just rabbit food. Fascinating. Is that
Friends,
the end?
I don't ever take for granted that you choose to spend a little bit of your time with me, and I thank you so much for it. Until next week, I send you love from my kitchen.
Thank you so much, Mama Mel. We had so much fun today. Thanks for starting off our week so wholesome and amazing and stunning. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you also enjoyed the reaction today. Cornbread salad is not a thing we have in Iowa. I don't know if I've ever heard of cornbread salad, to be honest, but I love cornbread, so I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try. Anyways, YouTubies, that's all we got today for the YouTube. I'm going to stick around and talk to Twitch for just a little bit longer, but YouTubies, this is all we got. That's all she wrote. Bye, YouTubies! Oh, wait, I'll let you hear what Marsha has to say.
Give me a pea any day, ya, and carrots for beef stew and Bambi stew also. You get you some butter at the Dollar Grandro and put it on your cornbread and eat that shshshshep. We love spending time with you also, Moma. 2 hearts, even though no drama.
Marsha, thank you so much. Appreciate that. You're an icon. And anyways, bye, YouTubies! Subscribe!